Hi there guys, welcome back, nice to see you all again. Thanks for all those emails that I've received. One of those, well actually a lot of those emails asked me to explain the difference between the public sector and the private sector. So I'm quickly going to do that. The easiest one to understand is the public sector. The public sector is basically all enterprises that's owned by the government, and the way they fund it is through our tax money. You and I earn a salary, we pay taxes for that salary, income tax, and that is what they use to run the public sector. Now, examples of the public sector include public hospitals, public schools, police stations, fire departments, just to name a few. They are run and managed by the public sector. The private sector, on the other hand, well, that's our normal shops that we go to every day. We buy our groceries, we buy our clothes. These are all examples of the private sector. They are obviously registered businesses, which means that they pay taxes, and they also have a set location. Every day when you go to a supermarket, a specific supermarket, you will find them at the same spot, in the same place, and they've got a fixed location. But that is the formal sector, which forms a part of the private sector. The other part of the private sector is called the informal sector. Now, the informal sector is basically the opposite of the formal, and it's got nothing to do with t-shirts and flip-flops, just for the record. The informal sector are businesses that's, well, they're not registered. So basically they don't need to, they need to, but they don't pay tax. They don't have a set location. For example, street vendors. They can be at this one traffic light the one day, and tomorrow they'll be at another. They go where the business is. So yeah, they're not registered. They don't have a set location. And unfortunately, illegal business practices also fall under the informal sector, like drug dealers, for example. I mean, they don't have a specific place from where they operate, and they're not stupid. They're not going to declare their source of income to the South African Revenue Services, so that's why they don't pay taxes. Now, on paper, these guys register as unemployed, but in actual fact, they do earn an income. It's just that they're not registered, so they cannot be picked up. So when they say that South Africa's unemployment rate is about 30%, more or less, it includes the informal sector. And that's difficult to determine the exact figures, because we don't really know how many people are really unemployed and how many of them are just not registered under businesses. So I hope I cleared that out for you. I hope you learned something, and it's always nice to be able to talk to you. And if you're writing exams at the moment, please study hard. You won't regret that, and I hope you get good grades. Subscribe to this channel once again. Follow me on Instagram under the Business Studies Guy, and yeah, if there are more suggestions or questions, please feel free to ask. And thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.